This is when the Tarmac
The
comes
Tarmac
out.
came out, which was the first pro skate. It was your skate, Chris Edwards' Tarmac.
Yep.
And you know, a lot of people who are involved in skating nowadays, they know, or people who were formerly pros the past 10, 15 years, they know like a lot of times you sell maybe 1,000 skates, maybe 2,000 if you're lucky. But off the bat, this was like a really high selling skate, right?
Do you know the number on that?
Like, it was, I think that they made like they made the first run of about 25,000 skates.
25,000.
Yeah.
And they sold
which,
out.
Like, but like
25.
Which is
25 times what skates
which is
on
all,
that.
like I guess to today's numbers, which, you know, Lord willing, man, let's like work hard together here and let's bring those numbers back up. But at the time, when, you know, you're talking about rollerblading at the time now is like becoming like the world Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest growing, most participated like sport ever in the history of mankind, right? Like
it was in Guinness for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because there was a point where there was more people that bought a pair of skates and was rolling on skates, no matter whether it was hockey, racing, recreational, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but like had a pair of inline skates that were we surpassed bikes. Like more people had skates than people had bikes, right? Like that's insane.
Yeah.
So then if you compare those numbers,
that is crazy.
Was like,
actually.
which was like
that's nuts.
Yeah, which was like at that time, I think it was like 22 to somewhere between 22 and 24 million people, right? So then 25,000 skates really isn't that big of a commitment.
Sure.
Like when you like look at it like compare apples to oranges. But they went for it, you know, and the great thing for all of us is that they sold out instantly. They were gone.
Instantly.
Yeah, gone.
And this was designed
and then Rossi's was able to come like swinging in with the
Rossi Street, was it?
Yeah, with one of with the Rossi Street products.
I was gonna say I just read it in one of those magazines that you had, that when Rossi was at one of the Daily Breads, when they said when Rossi's got their first skate, and it was like Rossi's in production working on our second aggressive skate or whatever. Yeah. Yep.
They really were able to come in and you know, snag a nice market, which was great, you know. But that was great though too, you know, because then, you know, that's where, you know, Rene Holgreen was able to get the love that he deserved. Arlo, like, you know, like others that weren't attached to this original team Rollerblade, but that were putting in the groundwork and like really fighting underground. Had the opportunity to like come out and like start swinging with us.
They had a place to go.
Yeah, they had a place to go, which was great. You know,
sure.
that was like that like gave us like there was another elevation of like of, you know, of progression and growth.
Well,
which is, you know, key
to
why we're sitting here for 2020.
Absolutely.
Well, back to the Tarmac, because it was the first pro signature model skate out.
Yeah.
Like, and you had a not only pro signature model skate, but first aggressive skate, I guess you would say.
No, I wouldn't say that.
What would be the first aggressive?
The Daytona.
Yeah, because the Tarmac was like not made
skate.
for grinding, right?
Not
built from the ground up.
What the Tarmac did with again with like, you know, the backings of Angie and Parnell and Morris and Darren Forth, like, and like we literally went into the Rollerblade offices, you know, sitting with corporate inside a corporate round table.
Are we talking about the Daytona right now?
No, we're talking about the Tarmac.
Okay,
like the significance of the Tarmac.
Okay.
Okay.
So
there's a
you guys helped design that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But there wasn't much to design.
A lot of times pros these days don't, you know, get to design their boots and skate.
No.
Like
and I got to completely design the Daytona from the ground up. I moved to Minneapolis. But we'll get to that story.
That's later,
let's like
the Tarmac.
Yeah, let's talk about the Tarmac and its like importance to where we are right now.
Right.
Is they just wanted to make the Tarmac, okay, without the CE, okay. Jess and Pat and Morris and Angie, they knew the importance of getting an initial on there at least. Like, just get an initial. If you're not going to like officially name it Chris Edwards, then we need to get our initial. We need to get something so that we could spawn this our culture where now everybody, like when you elevate our elevated riders who kick ass, and now they have a spot like that's like, you know, that's almost like the ultimate trophy, right?
Yeah.
And you did it. Your name's on that skate.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like
concrete. And you're making heroes, right? Because little kids need heroes and need someone to.
So like we really understood what it meant, where even the corporates didn't quite understand it, you know. But we fought, man, and you know, Angie, like, you don't mess with Angie. Angie's like a pit bull, dude. Like,
Right.
You don't mess with her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, bro,
I know
you don't mess with
that
Angie.
is true.
If you
That
try
is
to
true.
mess with Angie, like, it's probably like it's a really bad decision.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know, she would be in there like, no, you don't understand. You gotta put his name on this skate, and then like this is what we need. Like, you don't get it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's, then I think like everyone was able to kind of play off the awesome energy of Angie. It was like good cop, bad cop. Like, no, slow down, Angie. We're gonna be okay. Like,
Yeah.
you know. But then somehow like the fight, like, man, we got the CE on there, man, and then the advertisers were like, remember, CE stands for Chris Edwards, and then there you have it. So then like all of a sudden we did it, right? Now we didn't have a chance to like make an aggressive skate yet, so we just threw the power strap on.
Modifications
Oh,
kinda.
dude, like there was like, you know, like, I mean, I had just started grinding rails, and like in '91 I did like the first kind of slides, like it was more like a slide on big wheels, and then like '92 we
Yeah, but real quick,
Yeah.
so that one you posted on your Instagram was like
Yeah.
the first rail grind, November 21st, 1991.
Yeah.
Quickly, just because I know we're in the middle of a story, we could fly through this. I think it's pretty important to stop and talk about
Yeah.
for a second. But what was that featured on? Was that on MTV or what? Like,
no,
what,
that was in Vertical Access.
that was in Vertical Access,
yeah.
and so that was for sure. That was the first rail ever done with big wheels.
That was the first rail I ever did.
Yeah,
And it was definitely like the first rail that we knew about,
first documented.
and definitely first documented. You know, and you know, I won't be offended if someone can bring another video up. Awesome, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
whatever.
think
That
it's
would be-
pretty. I think it's
yeah.
pretty uncontested.
Yeah.
I think
so, too.
I haven't seen
Especially
one
at this
person
point.
contest.
Yeah.
that, so
So,
I think
I
it's
mean,
pretty safe. To
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
But I mean, but that was also like, you know, a lot of the stuff that I did was not me, right? Like it was like you know, Jess and Angie and everybody, and Doug Boyce even, like, you know, man, it'd be cool if you could do this. I'm like, oh, it would be? Okay, let me go do it. You know, I was just like a wild young kid, like amped it for skating, and like, yeah, let's try it. You know, a lot of the stuff I did was like a suggestion or a push. You're like, go this way, do this. Like they were like almost like shaping me as they were shaping us, right? Like, cause they're my bigger brothers and sisters. You know, I was still a kid. They were like they're my elders, like, to a sense. You know, like so they were just like utilizing my energy and my hypeness for skate and my abilities,
Giving you some direction.
giving me some direction. And, you know, it'd be like, you know, Doug and Pat, I remember Doug and Pat would be sitting there, and Doug would be like, man, that was awesome, just lift your legs higher and grab, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, like I'll go for it, you know.
Yeah.
And so a lot of that was, you know, just I was almost like their little creation, like their little puppet, like, ooh, make Chris do this.
They
You
built
know?
you.
Yeah, like, ooh, let's go. Watch this. Chris can do this. You know, but it was really important though to, like, you know, show all this diversity and like what you can do on skates. There's so many different options.
Were people hitting rails in other sports before that?
I
Like
don't-
BMX or
I don't. I think so. Like, I mean,
Because where the idea come from, they hit a rail like that.
yeah,
you know?
most likely from skateboarding. I mean, like, for sure, and bikes. You know, like they were before us. Like, you know,
Yeah.
all respect's got to be paid, and
sure.
like, and a lot of the tricks, like I got. I was fortunate enough to like skate at Mike McGill's skate park, you know, like in Carlsbad. I go and ride the vert ramp, and Mike was awesome, man. He let me in, and he encouraged me, and like, and then I just watching him do the McTwist, and I was like, oh man, I was like, Mike, I want to try that on my skates, dude. Like, you know, like, and I just kind of watched him for a while, and then I tried to figure out my body movements and like do the roll the way he rolls, because like he like rolls it like really wild, you know, and then like he's like you know, he's being influenced by like some of the awesome roller skaters. Yeah, right. Like Duke and Fred Blood and like, you know, and so then like this like awesome like kind of full circle things happening where like the roller skaters influencing the skateboarders influencing the rollerbladers, and like, you know, but like you know, so like I've always called it the McTwist, because like I'm gonna give like credit where credit's due, right?
For
like
sure.
pay the homage. So like I think that there might have been like some misinterpretations that we were trying to like steal or like imitate skateboarding, but it was more like
Homage.
it was more like just like a out of respect, like. So like, you know, I'll do a Japan, I'll do a rocket, like, you know, I'll do like watching Christian Asoy, dude, like get out of here. Like watching Christian Asoy made me want to be like, oh my God, I got to do that. And I just happened to fall in love with rollerblading, and so I wanted to do that on rollerblades.